So chapter 15. I might photocopy that page there then.
Yep. And these are other offences that I think I haven't charged and indicted the Federal Magistrate on, which I can prove did happen also, and that it could be additional ones. I could assist you with further actions.
Oh,
there is just so many.
That's all straight out of Crimes Act.
No, that was family law.
Yeah.
That's crimes.
No Crimes Act. I've got Crimes Act.
Yep.
So very easy.
But this is here also. That's crimes. Sorry. If we go to here, do you see here? Oh, that's still crimes. We're still going with crimes. Oh, can I have it for a second? Sorry. Within here, it also has an act which I wasn't aware of until recently. There's offences relating to the crimes, sorry. Okay, the Legal Profession Act of 2007, that there is the lawyers were failing, and I can show you where they assisted the mother in cooking affidavits, and also there is within that act, it also states when in the Queensland Legal Aid Act of 1997. There is also offences for misrepresentation. So within there, I can show you now where the mother made serious false allegations to police, and that if you could indict the that's another one. This here, you see how it states. Sorry, it's just got coffee. We all signed this copy. What happened was the Federal Magistrate, she receives this, she accepts that we have agreed to these orders. Then she writes another order and states that it's by consent, and she removed paragraphs, and especially where I agreed to these terms only if the words, and just there, and that's the writing of the mother's, the children's first lawyer, the mother's, the children's lawyer, the first one.
Yeah.
Also, what I do have proof is that the mother's lawyer and the children's lawyer ran away from these proceedings, and that they had the refusal of doing any official changeover whatsoever, and that Federal Magistrate TMAC ignored that they broke the law, that they had to file and get permission from the court to remove themselves. Federal Magistrate TMAC did state that she didn't have a clue why the mother's lawyer and the children's lawyer had run away. Just to show you some of the criminal activity that I had to expose my daughter to, I had to travel from Brisbane all the way down to Nerang, pick up my girlfriend, come all the way up to Caboolture to pick up my daughter, to bring her back to Brisbane, to go back up to Caboolture to drop her off, then drop off my girlfriend in Nerang, and then come back to Brisbane. I was travelling 544 kilometres.
Why do you have to go and pick up the girlfriend?
Because they wanted her specifically to attend and to be with my daughter at that particular time. Here's some other crimes. This was put in with the mother's. I was never given a certificate from the resolution. What we have to do is have a mediation.
Mediation, yeah.
The mediator told me that the mother's lawyer was being totally unreasonable and that he would assist me. Instead, I received no certificate. The name was John, and there was no signature whatsoever, and that this was submitted by the mother's lawyer as being this certificate. I stated that that I wanted to know the name of the person and his contact, and I have repeatedly asked for it, and they have refused to provide it. Within them, there was ignoring the fact that before the mediation, I knew that we couldn't communicate what happened within the mediation, and so I agreed that if we failed in the mediation, that prior to going to court, that I would see my daughter at a contact centre. They agreed to contract that they would. She did not. She cancelled her mobile phone, and for 8 months I did not know and did not even go to the contact centre. That caused me serious harm.
Look, don't get me wrong there, but that will be a
family law.
That will be something later.
Yeah.
The reality that you're looking at here is,
yep.
let's put on the fact that whether the magistrate did that.
I can prove that the mother's lawyer, that she would not provide court orders initially to the contact centre. The children's lawyer knew that that I was not able to receive any information about my daughter. I was not able to know her medical background. I was not allowed to, but it was court ordered that I could see this information, and yet the children's lawyer, instead of telling the courts of what happened, she just ran away when it got too heated up for her. Then it was, now this is all supposed to be in the interest of a child travelling all these long distances. Then it got reduced.
But where did you pick your daughter up from? You'd just meet her at Caboolture.
I'd meet her at Caboolture, take her back to Brisbane.
Oh, you'd take her back to Brisbane.
She had already come from Brisbane up to Caboolture. She's going 4 times up and down the road. You know that my ex had some serious accidents.
She's been in traffic accidents, but a lot of people have.
Yes, but the thing is I couldn't even get my ex. I had to do an anger management course, and I'm not even an angry person, but the thing is I had to do those anger management courses. I could not even get my ex to do a defensive driving course in that courtroom.
Yeah. And guess what? I don't know a courtroom that will order that.
Well, if we had to do these long distances, and
that's you're talking to the wrong people. That's a family law court issue.
I know.
Yeah.
Here, with Rana Hills, then I had to go to Capalaba, pretty well, Burbank, and on this side of the road is horses. On where she parked, there was a 60-metre bush, and so no one could see where she was. We both used to travel on the same road together to get there, or she would be waiting there. There was no protection from the cars. There was no protection if I was a violent person. There would be no witnesses to me yelling or screaming at her. And so I had to go from Arana Hills during 7:30 till 9 o'clock to there, pick her up, come back home again, to go peak hour time and go back. And I even asked to reduce the times.
And that there is a family law court issue.
Yeah, but how can this be in the interest of a child?
That's not a police.
If you would like to report a non-urgent incident, please contact PoliceLink directly on 131 444.
Good morning, welcome to Bendigo Police. Julie speaking.
Julie, yes, I was after David Farley at CPIU.
CPIU? Who am I speaking to?
John Aster.
John Aster. Sorry?
Yes, John Aster.
It is you? Yeah.
Good
day. Nancy.
Hello?
Hey David, it's John.
John Aster, how are you? I'm running late. I've only just walked back into the office.
I don't like what's happening in the court, because that magistrate did everything he could to check out how many people was with me. They made me change court cases, lock the doors. Then he gave me a medical diagnosis, more or less said that I'm irrational and that I've got no clue as to what's going on or any understanding of the law. And you know that that's crap.
Yep. Well, he's they're on a dangerous tide as to where they can go from there, isn't it?
Well, what do you mean? For me or for them?
No, for them.
Well, the thing is if we convene and if I get a board of JPs together with media to hold a magistrates court, if I can confirm that they are protecting a federal magistrate and they are protecting their psychiatrist, I'll be looking for orders for the police to go and chain the doors locked until further investigation. So you know that this is getting pretty serious. So, and when we convene, it is a court.
I know it's a court. Yes. Now I've got a response back here. It is dated the 12th of March, but I certainly didn't get it back on the 12th of March.
No, that's not right, Dave.
So, do you want to hear what I've had written back to me?
Yeah, please. Word for word.
Did you want me to read what I'd sent in first?
Yes, please.
Okay, I sent one in dated the 7th, and I addressed it to the person, the next one up from me, so Detective Inspector Crime Services.
That's the 7th of what?
March.
March, yeah.
I put the Brisbane West District Child Protection Investigation Unit have for some time had communications and meetings with John George Aster of 4 Barney Street, Arana Hills. Aster has made it abundantly clear he is dissatisfied with the Family Law Court and a number of personnel of the said court, including Federal Magistrate Denmark. Aster reports that he has been subject to 25 separate court proceedings within the said court and that he has been refused access to his daughter since 2009. He has alleged collusion between the court's staff and members of the legal fraternity. Aster alleges he has been ordered by Federal Magistrate Denmark to hand over recordings he holds of him and the court-appointed psychiatrist Dr. Chalk, or he will never see his child again. Aster has been vocal of his concerns on the internet and is perceived to have a large Australian and international following. Aster has presented to this office a number of documents and recordings commencing from false affidavits by his ex-wife and Q prime reference number QP1100884604 to collusion between legal representatives and transcript fabrications. Aster has correspondence from the Commonwealth Attorney General's Office and the Commonwealth of Director of Public Prosecution's Office, both allegedly denying assistance to him over his allegations. Aster has also undertaken a citizen's arrest of the said magistrate in the Family Law Court on 5th of May 2010. It is alleged at the time the magistrate refused to accompany him to the watch house for processing. Since that time, the magistrate has continued to overview Aster's file within the Family Law Court. In January 2012, the extraordinary process of a private prosecution was commenced against the said magistrate by Aster. The magistrate was served on the 29th of the 1st, 2012, and then has continued presiding over the said case. 2 further Family Law Court orders have been prepared and issued under the hand of Magistrate Denmark in the late February 2012 against Aster. Aster alleges the said magistrate is refusing to excuse herself from the case and is biased against him. The Brisbane Magistrates Court has set another mention date for the private prosecution in May 2012 as the said magistrate failed to appear on the first court date. Aster has received correspondence from the Federal Government solicitor advising him he will be listed as a vexatious litigator if he continues with the current private application. Aster has placed further actions against the Family Law Court Registry and has stated he will plead guilty to any charge if an investigative body acquires the recordings of specified court dates, 2 days, and listens to the same. He holds a strong belief that the current transcripts have been fabricated to hide the threats and abuse he received from the said magistrate. Aster has made numerous requests for the actual recordings to both the court and Ausscript recording contractor. Refusal for a copy has been received with no reason supplied. Aster has a list of persons who were present in the court and limited recordings to corroborate his allegations. Aster reports of a number of dates he was abused and denied natural justice within the Family Law Court. He further alleged his legal representative was excluded from the courtroom and served a $9,989 bill from Legal Aid Queensland that has never been paid, with reference number FDRSB 07044618 refers. It is alleged that the bill is unlawful and will not be acted upon, as it will require the transcript of the court, which has never been produced to any of the parties.